What's up everybody, Vipop, back with another video, and that was not my intro. That was Peter McKinnon's. I've been watching a lot of Peter McKinnon lately, like so much. Peter McKinnon just on my mind. And that sounded a lot less gay in my head. Let's roll my intro, just roll my intro. What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how I create my videos, what the gear I use is. Wait, what gear I use? What is the gear that I use? Yeah, that makes sense to me. And it's all stored in this new bag that you may have seen in an earlier vlog. It's all packed in here. And granted, I don't have the biggest setup, I don't have drones, I don't have the fanciest camera, I don't have interchangeable lenses, I don't have a lot of things, but I do have everything in this bag and on the sides. So let's dive right in, eh? I feel like this would have been easier if I did it on the desk, but I don't like the background of when I sit at the desk, so we're doing it this way guys, we're doing it this way. Okay, so first of all, just looking at the bag on the side, you can see I do take full advantage of the water bottle pockets on this side and that side. This side I have my Joby, it's just Joby. Yeah, Joby Gorilla Tripod, because every good YouTuber needs to have one. There are some gripes I do have with it, but haven't ran into them yet, so I'm gonna keep using it. It's completely secure on the side with this strap and two of the feet being submerged, if you will, into the water bottle pocket. I like the Joby Gorilla Tripod because it's got a really small plate and it fits my camera and it fits my phone and I can vlog with it and I can set up shots. I like it because of all the reasons people like the Joby Gorilla Tripod. And on the other side I keep a water bottle because you gotta stay hydrated. This one's actually just a prop water bottle because I thought it matched my jumper a little bit more. I tend to use this water bottle back here, but you know, that's back there with my little alcohol collection. And I say collection because I do not drink any of that because I'm pretty sure it's somehow ruined because my room gets hot when the heat is on. Okay, so usually when I go out to film, I usually have a tripod at all times because I need a tripod. I don't have the most expensive tripod, it's actually a tripod I stole from my brother. Thanks bro if you're watching this, which you probably are. As you can see in the B-roll, it's normally just suspended using these two straps at the bottom, and it's really secure because I can get these straps nice and tight and be secure around my tripod. Okay, let's dive inside the bag itself because that's where most of the goodies are. I say most of the goodies, it's gonna be a short video. Okay, so this first compartment on the front is a very small compartment. As you can see, not much you can fit in here. However, I do have my iPad Pro because it is super thin, thinner than most computers, and I can do all my photo editing and video editing on this one device, and it's, again, super thin. Take it with me everywhere, and the best part about having an iPad instead of a traditional computer is that the camera is actually a 12 megapixel camera that can shoot 4K up to 60 FPS, so I can get nice, smooth, buttery B-roll straight from the iPad and then import it directly into LumaFusion, which is my editing app of choice. Might do a video on that, a deep dive into how I edit my photos, how I edit my videos, and all that good stuff, so you know. So yeah, never leave home without my iPad Pro, so that's just a given for me now. So put that over there, and I also carry this, a tiny pocket knife by Gerber. Gerber? Well, it sounds like something you find in Fortnite. And I just carry this around because it's nice to have occasionally. There's always that time where you run into a situation and you're like, damn it, does anyone have a knife? Anyone got a knife? No? What about a screwdriver? Anyone got a screwdriver? I've got a screwdriver, I've got scissors, anything you may need. I got inside for you. Oh, Dora. We loved that show as a kid. I learned so much Spanish watching Dora the Explorer. Alright, now we've got this top section here. Show you the inside real quick. It's slightly bigger. Well, it's actually, this is probably one of the biggest compartments on it, and it's got these little zips up here. So we'll start with what's in the zip part. In this compartment here, I hold all my cables. So my camera cable, which is a micro USB to regular USB, but because my iPad Pro is USB-C, got an adapter because Apple. Actually, this one's not even on Apple. This one's just because I have an old camera that uses an old USB port. I have two SD card readers because one of them goes to USB-C for my iPad and the other one goes to Lightning for my iPhone or my old iPad, which is what I used before I got the Pro. Vipop, your iPad can never replace a real computer. Yeah, shut up. Got my spare SD card for my camera, only 16 gigabytes because it's just an SD card I had lying around the house, so it's not my backup. My primary SD card is actually 128 gigabytes because I like shooting in 4K, even though my camera can't do 4K. But the camera that I'm hoping to get within the next few months is the Canon M50D. I think, or it might be the Canon MD. I'll double check that for you, but it's this camera here. It does 4K, 24 FPS, 1080, 60, and I love it. It's gonna be a much needed improvement over my camera that I currently have, which we will get to in a second. I have a thumb drive because apparently for tape I needed a thumb drive. It's only 64 gigabytes. I would have preferred to have a slightly larger one, but whatever. It's also the old style USB because most computers nowadays still take the old style USB. I am planning to invest in a USB-A, so the old style USB on one end and USB-C on the other end, so I don't have to use the adapter every time I want to plug into my iPad Pro. Because iOS 13/iPadOS, you can now plug in a thumb drive to your iPad. Is it a real computer now, guys? Is it a real computer now? And in here, we also have this, my portable wireless charger. It is 10,000 milliamps and it can charge my phone wirelessly, which is really nice. It can also charge my iPad if I had a USB-C and USB-A cable, but I don't have that, so you know, my iPad just has to go on by itself. Another cable that I also carry around with me is a USB-C to Lightning, so I can import footage from my iPhone because my iPhone is just, it's got a nice camera. It does 4K 60. It has a better microphone than any internal microphone on any camera. Well, that's what I think anyway, so that's just my opinion. It's got stereo sound, whatever, I'm going there. And the last thing that I normally carry around, apart from a jumper, because it gets cold sometimes and you never know when you need a jumper, is a DJI Osmo Mobile 2. I did an unboxing on the channel, so you know, go check that video out. Link in the iCard right there. And this is a great mobile phone stabilizer. So anyone who knows what a gimbal is, it gets you that nice stable footage, especially when I shoot at 60 FPS or 120, import to a 24 FPS timeline, and ooh, it's nice. It's smooth, it's stable, and gotta carry that around with me. Okay, so that's that section completely empty. Can you imagine if my camera just fell out and went smash, cracked lens? Huh? Well, I gotta get that Canon M50D now, don't I? And on the back we have a final compartment, which opens up like that, and it contains my camera. So this is a Nikon P900. It has a built-in lens, so I can't go swapping it out for any other lenses. However, the perks to having the built-in lens is that it has an 83 optical times zoom, which is a 4.3 to 357 millimeter focal range, whatever that means. 16 megapixels, gets 4K shots. I say 4K shots, I mean 4K images, not 4K video. It's not that good. Gets 1080p at 60 FPS. The microphone in here is horrendous. I try to avoid using it at all times. So this is normally just used for B-roll because it does have an electronic stabilization inside the lens, which does help me get a bit smoother shots. And of course, that 83 times zoom. 83 times, like, what? Helps me get shots I never could get before. So when I do eventually upgrade to the Canon M50D, why do cameras have such dumb names? So when I do eventually upgrade to the Canon M50D, I will still be carrying this camera around just because it is the all-in-one system. And is it raining? It's raining outside. Huh. I was gonna go film outside today, but no. Just no. So for now, it is my primary camera, but you know, hopefully down the road, upgrading, become a secondary backup camera because it's nice to have a backup. In here, I have a Bluetooth remote for my phone, which is just handy because it's nice to have a remote sometimes. Wish I could connect it to my camera. That would be really handy, but no, it's just for my phone because my phone is more versatile than my camera. Facts. And a mini tripod for the phone because it won't support my actual camera, so that stays in here as well. How do I connect my phone to a tripod? Because it's a phone. That's where this Joby clamp comes in. I can connect this clamp to any tripod, and then the clamp holds my phone. Here, I'll show you in the B-roll footage right now. I used to use one of these cheap clamps that I got from Target or Big W, or even it came with a camera stand that came online, and it's really cheap because it's just, and as you could see from the vlog before, it's not the most reliable, so that just doesn't exist to me anymore. What I like about my camera, I'm going to take this out because it scares me. What I like about this bag is that these things here are Velcroed in, so you can remove them and make more space. So when I do get that second camera, we'll have camera 1, camera 2, and any other little accessories or lenses I might need will fit up here. Hopefully, that's the plan. And inside 2 of these little compartments, walls, I guess you could call them walls. Inside here, I keep just some sunnies because it gets sunny outside sometimes, and if I can't see what I'm shooting, what's the point? It's a good thing these things are pretty rugged. That's just some sunnies I picked up from Cotton On, so you know, they do the job, which is good. I must say, it is kind of a pain getting the Velcro walls in and out, but once they're in, they are pretty much in. And the last thing I have in my camera bag is this little case. It's upside down, isn't it? And the last thing I have in my camera bag is this little case. No, they're not Beats by Dre's in here. There is, in fact, headphone jack adapters, because neither my phone nor my iPad has a headphone jack adapter, and sometimes in situations of dire crises and need, I do need the headphone jack, whether it's for me or for someone else, so that's also in my bag. And that is all my photo gear wrapped up into hopefully an under 10-minute video. I don't know, my videos always end up being stupidly long because I get lost and go on tangents, but whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video and that it inspires you to go out there and use whatever gear you have, because as you can see, I am not a professional photographer by any means. I'm an amateur, I'm a beginner, I like to think I get some pretty good shots. And that with even the minimal gear I own, that I can still go out there and enjoy what I do. I can get great shots, I can get smooth cinematic shots, I can get great photos, videos just using the gear I own. And that you don't need to spend $2,000 on a high-end camera, you don't need to spend $2,000 on a gimbal, you don't need to spend $1,000 on a tripod. I mean, I probably will end up doing that in the long run, but with the gear that you have now, I used to film all these videos on my iPhone. I still film most of them on my iPhone just because I don't have an external microphone and my phone captures good enough audio and video. as it is. I edit on my iPad Pro, not even a real computer. That's all the camera gear I use to make these videos. Go take photos for my Instagram. Speaking of my Instagram, go give me a follow. Vipop is here. I try to post as much as I can. Mostly photos, maybe I'll start throwing in some videos if I feel like it. But yeah, go give me a follow. I'm trying to get back to 500 followers because I guess a lot of people got bored of me and didn't want to follow me on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, subscribe to this YouTube channel, smash that dislike button if you want, but you know, better if you hit that like button. So whatever, it's your choice, your life. Leave a comment below on, I don't know, why do YouTubers ask for people to leave a comment? And I will see you in the next one. That's not necessarily true. I won't see all of you individually. You'll see me, so I guess it should more be, and you'll see me in the next one. Cool. And that even with the most minimal, oh my god, I'm so hungry. Ugh. And that with even the minimal gear. Okay.